What is up, everybody? How's everyone doing? Alright, let's see what we're going to do here. I want to look at a bug first of all today. I got a bug in my local notifications here. I'll explain. It's one of those things where it's kind of an irritating thing more than anything. These local notifications here, I'm going to go ahead and run them. And you'll see they get stored with the data, the core data, right? It's persistent storage here. So let me get this up. All right, there we go. That should, yep. Let's make sure desktop audio is turned on. Hold on. There we go. Okay, so what should happen? Let's see here. Hang on. Let me put this information in. Don't want you to see it. Gotta make it happy. Make it happy. Okay, there we go. Alright, so we got the app on here. Now this uses core data and iCloud syncing. Cloud sync. What do they call it? CloudKit. Good Lord. Here's the problem. When you go in and add a reminder, you can add 2 reminders, right? Remind me 1 day from now. Remind me 7 days from now. All works great here. Go back in. Doesn't remember it here. Now I think the problem is that second one on the UI is not registering. It actually goes into persistent storage. So the way this mechanism works is that gets stored with the record, and so it remembers, oh yeah, you've already set one for this, right? But it's not remembering the second one here. And I think what's happening is it is remembering it in the data. The UI is not updating correctly is what I think is happening there. So we're going to take a look at that because it's kind of irritating. So for that is this view right here. Actually, nope, it's this view right here. And we have our 2 buttons. And what happens is every time you hit a button, we basically build the notification and we store it. All right, we store it in the system because they're at the system level so that the iOS can take care of this when we're not running our app. But we also store them here, persistent storage, so that when we open up the app, we can have that UI check in place. And I think the problem is this second one. And I don't know, I got a feeling what's happening is something's jumping out of a loop or something early. And that's what's happening here. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to disable this one. Let's see if that helps. See if the second one now appears. So the first one's going to be no good. Second one, we're going to set it. We're going to go back. No. Okay, so it's not that. Now, we're going to have to do a bit of debugging here and figure this out because I really want to have more than one setting. I could ship it with one setting, but I don't want to do that. And the storage is actually very straightforward. What happens when you hit the button, goes in, sets up all the data. Over here in our job data view, here they are, right? So we've got an on change. When there's the on change, it's going to re-render the view. And then down here is where we store in core data those 2 notifications. So what I want to do is we'll do a little visual debug here so I can see it as it goes. And let's just print and see what it thinks of the second one. All right, So we're just going to run this.
Build succeeded.
When we're on the screen, it works great. And that's not really surprising because there's no storage involved at that point, right? So when I click it here, if I go back over here, we can see, let's have a look through. Looks like it's there. Let's do this. Let's clear. Let's get to the bottom. Okay, let's run this again. See, on this screen here, it's going to be just fine, and it's going to show true. That is accurate. Hey, Ploppy, how you doing, buddy? How's it going? How's life treating you? We go back out and we come in. It's now false. And that's the problem, is we don't want it to be false at that stage. Going all right? What are you working on tonight? Tonight I'm actually well, funny story. I was going to start work on some reality kit stuff, but then I realized can't run reality kit apps on my iPhone and use my iPhone at the camera at the same time. So I was like, all right, scrap plan A. Plan B, I need to fix a bug. I got a bug with notification here. I'll show you on this. It's prevented me from shipping it. The first one works fine. Second one works correctly on the screen, but it's either not getting stored or not accurately represented when I leave the screen and go back again. So that's what I'm working on here. And the early debug that we did here, I saw a false, which means coming into the screen here, it's wrong. So what I'm gonna do, let's go over to our, gotta find, oh, where's my mouse gone? Where's my mouse? There it is. There's my mouse. And of course come on. There you go. That's in. I mean, to see how it's fixed. Me too, buddy. If you know how it's going to be fixed, don't keep us in suspense. Yeah, I'm working on it. So what I'm looking at here is this local notifications here. Actually, I don't think I need to do anything in there. What I need, let me check here. It's been a while since I looked at this app because I kind of put this off while I was working on the updates for the game. By the way, folks, the Halloween event is now active. I have seen it. It is active in Endless Hurdles. So just letting you know. All right. Go play it for free. Let me put the let me put it in chat here for you. There you go. Have fun with it. Don't get too scared. Try not to. All right. I'm not sure if this helps or not, but I've been noticing lately with SwiftUI, if I tell it to do 2 commands that update the UI, sometimes only the first one executes. Yeah, actually, funny enough, I was wondering if my render state is triggering twice, which is fine, but I think that maybe it's triggering too quickly on the second one, which would be, let me find the right line here. That would be these two right here. If I had to hazard a guess. So let's pursue that avenue, right? Because we can do that very easily. We'll turn off. Well, actually, this one here, on change of notification ID 1, we call the update job. Well, this really should only trigger the update job, which is this here, which just executes the storage process. We'll see. I'm going to grab me a drink right here. I will be right back, folks. Hang in there. We got this. Just hang in there. All right. So, yeah, having the main async plus a 0.1 for the next one to get to trigger. I can see that probably works. I'm always worried about any time, that it works until it doesn't. Anytime you put a manual trigger in there like that sound. Here, hydrate. Thank you. Hey, Adam Wolf, how you doing, buddy? Got the hydrate right here. Thank you. Hey, did the hydrate not show up on the... Hang on a minute. I saw it in chat. I'm running my streaming through the PC. Maybe it doesn't come up. I'll have to look into that. All right, but I saw it in chat. Thank you, Adam Wolf. Got it, buddy. How you doing? I mean, it could possibly be this, but it really shouldn't be, because these are triggered when I trigger, when these get triggered up here. But that's when I'm doing it on the screen. It is possible these trigger... I lost them now. It is possible that they both trigger when entering the screen at the same time too quickly. So what I'm going to do, we'll take one of them off. We'll take the first one off and we'll run it.
No, it succeeded.
Really? He comes straight in with a voice ban? I don't know if I should have banned him from banning, right? Okay, we got to do it. We got to respect the ban. Here we go. Oh, there you go. Hey, Coco Type, thank you, buddy. Ploppy, thank you, buddy. There you go, paying it forward. Love it. Thank you, everybody. All right, let me turn that off. So, Ploppy, you may well have solved this one right there with that. 62% of a hype train level 1. Oh my god. So here's what we need to do then. Band stack overflow? Yeah, thanks. Just how did you know I was just about to I need to just do a quick search here. So what I need, here's what we need to figure out how to refactor. This absolutely worked perfectly when I had just the second one, but this one is needed because there's nothing that says... Well, here's the thing, right? If we did this on entering the screen, this is perfect and works exactly as it should. I'll pay it forward with the Stack Overflow ban. There you go. Thank you, Adam Wolf. Hey, if you can't use Stack Overflow, I think Adam Wolf knows of a good app you can use to ask programming questions. Wait, hold on. So what's this good app I can use to? I use a thing called Cocoa Type for my asking my programming questions. But what is this app, Adam Wolf? Tell us more. Ploppy says, what are the notification IDs? The notification IDs are the ones. These are the ones that come from the persistent storage, right? At the end of the day, that's the TLDR. These come from persistent storage. If those IDs exist and we get a match on the device, it means that there is a notification set for it. I've talked up the app enough on my stream. Okay, you're going to have to help me out because I'm blanking right now because I'm trying to focus on this. Oh, yes, the Duck app. Well, but doesn't... So, here's the thing, though. Surely you should still respect the bands because it's checking those things in the background, right? Doesn't that sound... I mean, I know it does not making life easier for myself, but wouldn't the developer Duck app be using that as one of the data sources in the background? In which case, you got to respect the band, right? Poppy says, maybe put them into an array. By the way, I hope the audio is loud enough. I got the mic a little further away today. Let me put it there. There you go. Oh, it's GPT-4 based. Okay. Put them into an array of notifications and monitor the on change of the array. Use the array into the function. That way updates all of them, not one by one. That's an interesting suggestion because ultimately I was going to end up with 4 local notifications: 1 day, 7 day, 30 day, and a custom. And I had briefly thought, like, well, should I put them in some kind of collection? And then I thought, there's only 4 of them. It's not so bad. But that was before I hit this problem. So yeah, ultimately I need, when I enter the screen, I just need this to happen. And it will happen. But when I'm on the screen, I need both of them to happen. But using a collection as the trigger is an interesting idea. Perhaps you should learn a lot more about how it works by asking its developer to appear on your podcast. Hey, I would love for the developer to appear on my podcast. Hint, hint. Very subtle, unsubtle hint. I would absolutely love that. Because you know me, I got 1,000 questions about everything. And I love talking up stuff that folks make. So, yeah, how about that? Certain developer who may have made it. What do you think? Forgot to mention, I'm sipping on an old-fashioned with 4 roses. Oh, look at you. Well, you know, it's Monday tomorrow. You got to prepare, right, Ploppy? Got to prepare, yeah. I'm going to be kicking back here with some coffee in a minute because it's going to be a long night for me. I need to check some production submissions. Oh, the hype trainer's gone. Better luck next time. It'll come around. More work, background stuff to listen to. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. If you would like to appear on the podcast, let me put it right here. You can do this. You can go to Compile Swift. Actually, no, I'm going to give you a better one. If you say that, and suddenly I'm thinking, wait, what's the actual URL? Hold on. I gotta find it here. I want to give you the most direct route. Well, actually, this one would do just fine. If you would like to appear on the podcast, here's the form you need to fill in. And just give me a contact email. We can make that happen. We'll start the conversation. Because Ploppy needs something. He needs all the help he can get, right? In fact, if you was to do it very, very soon, you would jump to the front of the queue because I have got through all of my backlog list of invites. Yeah. Can I vote for someone else to appear on the podcast? Hey, Mono. Hey, this guy NZ. How you doing, buddies? You can vote, but that won't make them do it. Did I do something with my hair? Yeah. What is happening to that thing in the app? What is happening to that camera? Hang on. I have no idea what's happening. What? What in the world? Something very weird going on there. Halloween I know that. If I knew what that was, I'd do that for Halloween. I think it's back to normal. I don't know. Highs and lows. That dev life. How's the... Yeah. Well, like I say, Mono, you can suggest them. You can't suggest them to me, but you can suggest it to them. Yeah. Yeah. And how you doing, this guy, NZ? How's it going, buddy? By the way, folks, since the regular crowd is here, I'll mention this. Oh, have I got some fun stuff in the Godot version of the game. I will be sharing it with the Discord soon for you to play the Mac version. Just to get a sneak peek of where it's at. Just want to mention that. You vote this guy plus that kid plus NZ. Well, actually, the great thing about that is I wouldn't have to say anything. That would cover the episode right there. I just let you go at it. You're doing good. Excellent. Yeah. Okay. President's Day demoing the app to client on Wednesday, so tomorrow and Tuesday is going to be a crunch. Woohoo! Good luck with that, Blobby. Luckily, or unluckily, depending on how you look at it, I'm in the throes of releasing production apps that were shown to all the board and stuff in my day job. So I got the sign off and I got the clearance to go ahead and do it. So it's happening. It's actually more worrying and stressful rolling it out to the public than to anybody inside a company, I think. I also don't want Mono NZ on the podcast. Oh, actually, Coco Type. You know what? If you're allowed to vote for people to be on the podcast, I guess it's only reasonable you can vote for people not to be on the podcast, right? Yeah, no, well done, Ploppy. Big milestone right there. Yeah. Okay, so let's think about this. I can refactor this, and the smallest way to refactor this, ship it, I love that icon, is to refactor it in this screen. And I can do that right here by changing these. And what I can do over here where I gather the data, not there actually, hold on. Over here where the data comes in, yeah, look at this. See, I can bring all of this lot, combine that, and then when it shows the overlay, I call it the overlay, but it's essentially it is an overlay for the push notifications. I could refactor that there and refactor it here and not have to adjust my data source or anything else. Let's try that route. I want to go with Ploppy's suggestion here because Ploppy solved the initial problem. After a beer, I do sometimes say one or two nice things about Apple. Really? I don't believe him. Oh, if it was done at a pub over a pint, hey, I'd happily do that, but it'd have to be a bloody big pub to get us all in, wouldn't it? We can vote for people to not be on the podcast. If we all band together, we can pull the ultimate talk ban and redeem Peter to not appear on. Yeah, wouldn't that be awkward? The viewers unionize. Yes, they're all getting in on it. Uh-oh, we're going to have a developer strike now. How would that work? I wouldn't want it to be silence on the podcast. So it would have to be like me tapping my fingers on the desk or something. I don't know. How do you communicate a verbal ban in a verbal only audio medium? The studying the better off an iOS developer I become, the more bad things I have to say about Apple. Don't worry, Ploppy. We all get it. We'll get there at the end, at some point. A CS podcast episode of just Mono ranting about Apple. I actually think that would be a good idea. I think that would make for a perfect episode. It would just be like, hey folks, we've got Soapbox Mono with us today, and he's got a few things to say, and just hand it over to him. Mono, I just got to say it, buddy. Are you sure it's you not doing something wrong? Because can we be fair here? And if I'm wrong, say so. But isn't this the first app you've ever submitted to the App Store for review? So there's actually a more likely chance that you're doing something wrong than Apple is at this stage, right? No, nothing. Just starts in Mono from the very beginning. Oh yeah, any of you are free to be guest presenters at any time. Believe me. Yeah. You've been submitting apps for the past 5 years. This is my first personal app. Okay, sorry. I guess that's kind of what I meant, right? Personal apps. You don't have the backing of all those lawyers, which is usually a good thing. Yeah. Look at me, Ploppy says here, Mono's intro. Look at me, look at me, look at me. I'm the captain now. Yeah, that's it. And then we cut for a break, right? Okay, so let me see what I can do here. Also, I gotta turn this keyboard off because I think this is causing my problems with the mouse. No, it is off. Yeah. Okay, so let's start refactoring this. So what I'm going to do first of all, I'm going to do this in parts, right? So we're going to try and do it this way, I think. We'll do an array, right? And we will do actually, this could be this could be an array of optionals, because we could do something like let's type this out here. Notification ID, and then notification active. Right. And then each one of those will go into the array. I'm going to grab my drink here. I will be right back. Coffee is ready. Can I do the interview or compile Swift? Hey, you can interview me. Someone's got to at some point, right? Look at me. I'm compiled the Swift. Never mind. Build failed. Yeah. It still scares the shit out of me every time the voice on my machine says build completed or build failed, build succeeded, because I forget. I think I mentioned this to someone the other day. True story. I was at the office and I ran a build on my machine here, and my personal machine. Totally forgot about that thing. Dead silent in the office. And to be fair, my office within the office is pretty big. It echoes pretty good. Dang, it was loud. And I'm like, oh shit. It was loud. He had Stephen Hackett interview him. Interesting. Well, there was a great. I mean, I listen to all the launched episodes. I'm sure we all do, right? But there was a really good one the other day. I don't remember. I don't think I've listened to that one yet. And that'd be cool. Yeah. All right. Let me go grab my coffee here before we get any further, and I'll be right back. Cool. Thanks for that link. Yes, I have not listened to that one yet. Let me see. What did I miss out on here? Yeah, the Xcodes app all the way. Absolutely the only way I do these things. Friends don't let friends install Xcode from the App Store. That is absolutely correct. Yep. Yeah. Don't ever install from the App Store. Don't be one of those people. Yeah. All right, let me get back into this here. This is a very good suggestion from Ploppy. See, we knew Ploppy knew these answers all along. He's just been faking it all this time. So he didn't have to give us the answers, right? squeakiness on my desk is driving me crazy. Okay, actually, let's do this. Let's just start with a string array. I'm going to do this in stages so I can refactor it and keep it working as I go. Maybe I want to use, but I realized afterwards what I meant was not optionals, tuples. But if that's an array of strings, someone hold me honest here. If I wanted to make an array of tuples, or tuples, however you pronounce it, would it not be that, if I remember rightly? Mono's gone to a meeting because he lives in the future, and in the future you get meetings on a Sunday night for us. You need to put the types of the tuple inside the parens. Okay, great. So I could actually do that, right? If I remember, got to admit, right? Remember, I've been writing Godot script for too long now, and so some of my syntax memory is completely gone. Oh, okay, got it. So it would be, yeah, an array of void. Avoid the array. So would that be like, do I have to give it, I know this sounds weird, but following Adam Wolf's here, string, ball, is that how that would work, right? I actually do, to remind myself 6 months from now, labels are good, in my opinion. Because documentation, yeah, I'll get to it one day. Friends don't let friends document their own personal apps, right? So, if I've got that, right, and I only need it on this view for right now, let's not go crazy. These are all fine. I'm going to back this out. I did this just on the off chance I missed something in scope, but I now know I haven't. So, here's where the fun begins right here, right? I was just thinking to myself, did I commit this before I did this? And I think I did. Either way, this doesn't work right now. So I guess it doesn't matter if it's in, if it actually is in source control or not. So how do I do this? Gotta think this through. And actually, since that is now an array, I don't really need to do all this if shenanigans. I could actually loop through both of these buttons, but that's for a future. We'll do that for a future refactor. I don't want to break too much here in one go. Same. I'd probably notification string active will try to understand. Oh yes, I love that. Yes, that is a good idea. Thank you. Notification string and active. Thank you, Adam Wolf. Yes. Very much like that. Yeah, although for me it's more like 2 days from now. Okay, so let's think this through here. What we now need would be, I'm going to do this long form, so that quick win here is do it, make sure it works. Great, now let's make it better. So if notification array, notification array, we're going to do this very manual. 0 can I do 0.active? Yeah. Lose that. Otherwise, do all these things. Oh, actually, sorry, that's the wrong button. That should be 1. I mean, that's very readable, right? That takes care of the UI part there. What I can do as well, ooh, you know what though? Hang on, now I'm wondering though. I could take that, ideally at this point, can we agree that the final refactoring will be to kill these off completely in this particular file, right? But what I'm wondering right now is I can send the array in, but it sort of does need to exist here at the higher level, its parent view, because of this. That's what we want to kill off. You know what? We're going to back this up one. We're going to take this back to the parent. I'm going to leave this one alone because this will work just fine here. We know this works, right? So what we're going to do is we'll need to be a binding. Wait, no, this does need to exist on this view because when you hit the button, we're going to flip the switch here. And when we flip the switch here, it's going to trigger the rebuild up here. No, you know what? It should be fine. Don't need this. I'm thinking it through. Hang on. Because laying out architecture in your head always goes right. Every time. There's nothing wrong with that, right? Let me think. It actually does make a lot of sense just to have it in both. We'll just bind this one back up to here. Right. So where we've got our bindings, ID1, ID2, so on and so on. Da 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 da. Let's create our notification array. These are the ones we'll get rid of eventually. And so down here, Actually, wait, on the init, we do our fetch request and all the lovely jubbly. What I'm looking for is, there's my task. That's what I'm looking for. We can clean this up as well. This is just a lot of blur right now. But let's do this. Self notification array. Pish. Append a new element. Let me think this through manually. I know I can do it all in line, but that's harder to read. Notification 1. Okay, notification 1. Actually, hang on. Can I do this? Append, right? An element. Oops. You know, I feel like I need to hold myself honest here. Might as well call it what it is, right? Probably, I mean, I guess I could make that a type, right? Doesn't really matter, but I'm guessing people would prefer it as a type. Wait, you can put var private in that order and it works? Actually, no, I don't think it does. I kind of want to know now though, don't you? But I don't think so. Thank you for pointing that out. It looked like it. Well, it didn't complain though, right? I mean, I got it wrong, but at the same time. Let's try it. Build, fouled. Oh, okay, that's not related to this. Wow, you know what? It's not complaining about that. Should we keep going with it? See if it works? Yeah, I was thinking type alias. Now I'm real curious that my mistake might work. Someone try that out. Yeah. This might be an appropriate use right here, Animorph. I think you're right. Right? But I think I got the syntax right. Gosh, I am so rusty on Swift. I was looking at, completely unrelated. I was reading an article on dev.to the other day about, percentage of time spent on things by various levels, developer, senior developer, so on and so on. And they nailed it because engineering manager, you don't write code at all. And that's why I'm rough. When I get to my live streams, that's why I'm rough, because I have not, if it's not on my personal app, very rarely do I get to write code. I never remember which errors are Swift errors and which are Swiftlint rules. I don't think I have Swiftlint on this app. Shh, don't tell anyone. Shh. But down here, where I was going with this, right? Let's do... Hang on. I'm looking at my own code and I don't even remember writing that. Isn't that funny? That is not where I meant to do that, by the way. Yells at me for all the var private static blah blah. Yeah, but you know it's right, right? That's always the thing. Is like, dang it. Why'd you have to be so right? Right. Okay, notification. Tuple. I'm actually regretting this name now already. Notification. Wait. Okay, thank you. Jesus, that took time, didn't it? Notification item. Didn't do it. All right. Okay, the preview came back. That must be a good sign, maybe. Okay, let me find... Oh, this is going to be long. This can definitely be better, I know. Before anyone says it. Oh, look at this mess.
Build failed.
But it didn't fail because of these. Oh, this is messy. This is one I'm actually going to look forward to cleaning up. Whew. Doesn't that just scream horrible code? Redeems name a variable. This is the tuple for the notification info and active for lack of clarity. I can't even say it. This is the tuple for the notification info and active flag for clarity. I can't even pronounce it. And that is the exact reason I don't have a variable rename. Although I'm really tempted to put it in just for fun. We might come back to that. Oh, jeez. Suddenly my 3-minute IRL ban feels a whole lot better than having a redeem a name variable. Okay, so we do that. We add them into the array here. Now, let's find my my errors and fix these. And then this one is missing the argument. Yeah, that's fair. Right? That's completely fair because we're going to do this. This is where we get to test our refactor too, right? Hold on. Before I get too lost in my own confusion. Oh, never refactor on stream. The pressure. Yeah, you know what? For this view, it doesn't matter. You could really just have two of those and be fine. Okay. All right. Screw it. It's just a preview, right? It's just a preview. Good night, Ploppy. Have a great week, my friend. Thank you for dropping by. Let us know how it goes midweek. I have fingers crossed for you. Okay. Notification array. Oh, sorry. Notification is not that one. All right. Whatever. There we go. That should make the preview happy-ish. Or not. Where do I have... Cannot find notification UUID 2 in scope. There isn't one.
Build failed.
Okay. Oh, yeah, okay. That's on me.
Build failed.
You know what? These don't even have to be that.
Build failed.
Oh, it's getting worse.
Build failed.
Yeah, don't stop telling me that. Cannot find notification array in scope. Oh. For the preview, we'll just build it down here. Let's leave that there. Build failed. Yeah, I know. It's rather Seems rather insistent about that, doesn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Build failed.
Oh, my word. Oh, actually, for starters, let's get the syntax right. Can you replace the build failed noise with the ouch sound? Yeah, I could, actually. Hang on. I'll do it just for you. It would actually be less irritating. Play sound. Choose sound. Developer. Xcode. Where is it? Can't even find my own dang project. There it is. Which one do you want, Cocoa Type, boy or girl? Boy. All right. Here you go, just for you. Okay, what did I get wrong here? Of type that equals oh, duh. What the hell that was? It's a code smell. It's the code smell mascot. I want seriously out of my left ear. I'm like, what the hell's that sound? Oh. That's a new one too, right? I've not seen that before. Feels very appropriate right now. Oh no, this is just going all sorts of sideways. Hang on. Man, it's getting hot in here. I'm feeling the pressure. Yeah, don't worry. That's just the keyboard. It wasn't my brain falling out. I feel like I'm missing, I'm not seeing the obvious here, right? Shoot, what I call it? Only concrete types such as structs, enums, and classes can conform to protocols. Cannot find notification item in scope. What the hell? What the hell, Xcode? What the hell? The reason it's not working is because you can't have lines of code that don't return views inside a view build. Ah, okay. Extract your data out of the previews method. Okay. That's fine. Okay. Can I gotta admit, confess, I've never put that there like that. Is that legit? I mean, is it? Let me go back to what I had. Oh, come on. Ugh, there you go. Oh, that is not the key. That is not the key. Where the hell did that come from anyway? Did I do that? Mono has poisoned your brain? Make a different static font. Yeah, this seems all types of overkill for a freaking preview, doesn't it? Really though? That can't be right. I mean, I guess what you're saying is, and again, I've never had a reason in the world to do this. Preview blah? Much? And it's going to return a notification. Nope, it's not a notification. Or, yeah. Suddenly game development seems a whole lot more fun. Why does it need to be static? Are you saying make it static to just so that none of it's in there? I mean, is that really what you're saying? Right? Like, for example, this doesn't seem right at all. Does help to spell it right. All right, it's going to return a notification item. Oh, for God, this can't be right. I'm just saying, this is a lot of work for one stupid ass thing. We need a pair programming. Yeah, we really do. We really honestly do. Give me the keyboard. Yeah, exactly. Here it is. Problem is, you know this, I have terrible trouble focusing on refactoring stuff whilst paying attention to the stream as well. That's the problem. I should never do these things on stream, but it's the only time I get to do them. Give me 5 minutes, I'm typing it up. I ain't got 5 minutes. I ain't got time to bleed. What film was that, folks? I ain't got time to bleed. Oh yeah? You got time to duck? What film? Multi? What's multi? Is that literally what the app's called, Adam Wolf? Multi? See, this is how I end up, like, regretting my life. As soon as I start. Multi-app, dual space. Is that what we're talking about here? I've lost my chat window. Google, no, that can't be it. I don't think what I'm looking at is it. Doing this on stream is great because every single person watching has been stuck like this before, and it's validating to see it's not just us. That's true. That actually is extremely true, Adam Wolf. And as you know, part of my thing is always, look, nobody gets everything now perfect first time. You don't see the mistakes. But just for once, I'd like to have a stream where I don't make a mistake and have a good outcome. I just hope no one ever looks at my streams and goes like, let's see if this guy is any good. Multiplayer collaboration for Mac OS. Ooh. Oh, they even have. Oh, they even have Xcode in the screenshot. I like this. Oh, okay, you know what? We should totally take a look at this at some point. Let me bring this over so folks can see it. Let me try. Hang on. Here we go. I've got to find it on the right window. This is what Adam Wolf is talking about. Oh, we have got to try this out. How many times have we needed this? Thank you, Adam Wolf. All right, next time around, we do this, we all install this, and then we mess with Cocoa type stream is probably next on Monday, right? We totally mess with that. Totally keeping that to hand. Bookmark. My microphone is in the way. Good Lord. Add bookmark. Thank you. DevTools. Yes, that's exactly where that needs to go. Thank you, Adam Wolf. Going to take a look at that, buddy. If it means that other people can write my code and I can just sit back, this is the greatest tool ever. Okay. Let me get back to what I'm doing here. This just seems like a whole lot of stuff for nothing here. There's a simpler way. There's no way that can be. I have to do all of that. No way. Right, let's... I know it's going to foul there, right? Type previews has no member notification array. Okay. Except you do, actually. You have a binding for one, so what's your problem? Unless it's just saying, you know what, I know you got one up here, but I'm completely ignoring it for some reason. Let's go with it. I can't believe for 1 minute you got to go into that level of complexity just for a dang preview display. This isn't even part of the problem I'm working on. That's the crazy part. just want to get past this stupid thing. I don't even care if it shows up in the preview. I mean, I could just delete the preview altogether, but all right, let's just instantiate it with a nothing array. Cannot convert value of type. Okay, good. This is something more meaningful. Cannot convert value of type item, yada, 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 to expected argument type binding, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, okay. What about if I make it a constant? And yes, I'm not using my mechanical keyboard today. That is also a problem. It was never mutated. Well, we don't care. I don't even care if it comes up there. All of this was just to scroll up to the top. I'm going to assume he's talking about this file. Really want to get back over here. Just saying. I've sort of solved the problem here. I don't care what comes up on that screen, even if it's nothing. You know this is going to look horrible in the Twitch chat window. Do I have Discord open? Yeah, I do. Whew. I think he just wanted me to scroll up to the top and stay there while he's typing away furiously. I'm going to get back to... now I can't remember where the hell I was at over here before all of these problems. Yeah, that is not the answer. Okay, well this is relatively safe because we know that's got to go in there. Boy, he's taking a long time to type, isn't he? I'm still at the top in the other file, I promise. Mostly. Alright, I heard a Discord. Hang on. Oh, wait, that's... Okay. That's the entire preview section, I'm guessing. Oh, wait. Okay, I'm going to replace that entire preview with that. I'm so trusting. But I'm also just going to do that. See what happens, and then we'll look at what this... Okay, so what's the differences here? Right, so... static function array, notification array... type ball has no member constant. Okay, but that's true. So we actually should be able to just put that in there. Like that. All right. Yeah, sure. No, Yeah. Ouch. Okay, but I think the errors we've got, well, I don't know. I was going to say they're not here, is what I think. All right, let's compare these quickly. So static func returns an array of items. The notification array equals da 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 da. Create the thing, append it, and return it. Okay, that, I mean, I still don't fully get why it's going to be static, but I'm sure there's a good reason. Thank you, Coco Type. Okay, so we should be good here. Now we need to go back over here. Now let's fix up the problems over here, of which they are numerous. But they mostly revolve around all of this junk that I've got here, right? What I really let's clear this out, right? So notification array. We're going to append a new element. We're just going to call it not ID 1 for right now, and then the second one. Let's do this slowly. Clear out this terrible mess. Hang on. Oh, there it is. I keep getting a notification sound for Discord, but I don't see anything on there. Oh, it's a Discord troll sticker. Ah, ha, ha. Didn't see that one on there. Nice one. I see what you did there. Well played. Yeah. Because I don't see a new notification. Well, oh, that's a nasty one. Okay, let's just do this long form again. ID 1 is going to be a notification item, right? And it's going to be let's just get that crap out of there. This could be problematic. So we're going to do these one by one because I don't think it's going to be happy. It's got to be static because previews is static and it wouldn't have any way of referencing if it wasn't. Okay, makes sense. Thank you. All right. Okay. We're down to a sensible error here, I think. Cannot convert value of type that to the expected type binding that. Oh. Did I... I don't think that's it. It's never a good sign when it takes this long, or sometimes it is. Nope. Hold on. Got our state here with notification array. Pro tip, everything in a preview provider being static means that all preview providers can be enums instead of structs. Alright. Not really registering with me right now, but I'm sure it will later. Thank you. Take note, folks. He knows what he's talking about. He is... Oh, I don't have the sounds on here, but he is the top Swifter. Let's start by cleaning up as we go here. Let's just initialize this to nothing because we can. Get work to acknowledge that. This is why they call it work. Coco Toast like, I tell them all every day and they don't listen, right? Joannis, oh, hello, how are you? What's up? What you working on? Okay, let me go down to my error here. Same error, same error. Working on some open source hopefully this week. Oh, cool. ReadyStack and Mongo Kitten. Hey, love the names. Tell me more about them. Obviously, Mongo Kitten, I'm assuming has something to do with the MongoDB. Don't know what ReadyStack is, but that sounds cool. And thank you. Always appreciate folks working on open source. I think the only error left is labels. Oh. Wait. I'm assuming ReadyStack works for Red. Sorry, did I say? Yeah, Redis. I didn't make the connection. Dollar was correct though. Yeah, I was edging my bets because normally that's what I'd expect it to tell me. It's like, hey, you didn't do the thing. Error left is labels on the type mismatching. What did I put in there? So notification and active. All right. So oh, it'll be these ones, right? Notification. And active. Did call it active, didn't I? Yeah. Oh, this just looks horrible. Too many words. And then active. Oops. Oh, I think it might be wrong up at the top. Always at the top in the declaration. I will have a look. Joannis O says, yeah, dollar is pretty odd to understand at first. If you have a property wrapper around your variable, the property wrapper may, not must, specify a projected value. Dollar refers to the projected value of the property wrapper around your variable, and underscore variable name refers to the property wrapper itself. Actually, yes, that because I've done it before where I've used the underscore. Shh, don't tell anyone. Don't tell anybody. Commonplace, it always catches me out when I'm not thinking, is like a text input field or something like that, right? Because sometimes using the dollar, not using the dollar. Invariably, if it's not working because of one, I just put the other one in. I did use it in an initializer. That is exactly where I used it. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Coco's type said the declaration. So state is just a property wrapper. I thought it was some other Swift built-in keyword. Yeah, no, it. I guess I never really consciously think about it, but sort of from day one, I just was like, oh, it's like a wrapper, and left it at that. And then, of course, now with Swift macros and all of that, and the ats and everything else, I think they're just throwing at around everywhere. Yeah. What I don't see what do you think might be wrong here then, Coco Type? I hate that they use the at symbol for everything. Yeah, no, because at times you're like, I think the at symbol is the new square brackets. I guess first question is, why aren't you using the type alias in your declaration? I don't know, buddy. I'm doing this on the fly and trying to keep up with chat. I'm struggling to remember what I'm actually doing at this point, is the honest answer. So, funny enough, actors I don't think is something I've messed with yet, because I haven't had a reason to. And the more I see people talking about actors and stuff, the more I get a little like, oh shit. Coco Type says, at state var notification array, oh, sorry. Yes, that's fair. Yeah. Well, actually, I think when I first wrote that, I may not even have had that. So yes, that's a perfectly legitimate use right there. Be funny if that makes it go away. Hilarious, in fact, but it won't, because it never does. Never works. If you want a thread save class to represent your state, it's basically that. I knew it had something to do with something along those lines, so thank you for that. Coco Type says, but then where do you declare the init for your view? Well, it's right there. Is that what you're asking? There's the init for the view. Oh, okay. I'll get to that. So you can't jump around files without saying you're jumping around files. 0 actors and minimal. Now, I will say that I immediately appreciated the async await, of course, when it came into play. Yeah, a different view. I immediately appreciated that. So for sure, there is no init for this. Is the answer. What happens is that data gets populated. Nope, I'm thinking of a different view. Actually, there is no init for this. Yeah, that's fair. Now that we have it, yeah.
Build succeeded.
Oh, you know what? We should change that sound as well, shouldn't we? Hang on. It's only right if we're going to change that one. Let's go with... Yes. All right. Since we're bringing the game sounds in. There you go. Ship it. Thank you, Coco Type. Thank you, Adam Wolf. I don't know if people track the forums, but we accepted Apple's Open API in there last week. Oh, excellent. Congratulations. That sound should be Coco is best Swifter since it's the only time you hear it. Yeah, but hang on. Is it on this machine? I'm not sure if it's on this machine. Hang on. I think it's in Dropbox. Let's see. All right, let's see here. Streaming something streaming. Maybe it's not on here. Streaming resources. Compile Swift. Nah, it may not be on here. Audio clips. Nah, it's not on this machine. Sorry, you don't get it. I'll find it. It's got to exist somewhere, right? Okay. let me, now that we've got through this nightmare of errors, I don't think we're actually taking advantage of it yet, are we? Did we? Oh, we did, if notification 1 is active. But what we didn't do here, it's not actually being used right now. Hydrate. Yeah, you know what? I need some more coffee. I'll be right back. Thank you, Adam Wolf. Give me 1 second. And actually, an ad is about to start. Well, I'm not going to wait 5 minutes. I'll be right back, folks. Coco Type has got to take out the trash and such. I thought that's what you'd been doing all this entire stream, was taking out my trash. See you, Coco Type. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. Thanks for the stream. You are always welcome. Thank you for the help, which is always appreciated. And Coco Type could be streaming on Monday, I think. Maybe. Let me... Oh, it's on a different machine. So much stuff on a different machine here. My streaming machine, I'm using a PC for streaming now, by the way. So let's see if I can do this. Shout out Coco Type. There you go. You should all go follow Coco Type. He is doing amazing things with Vision OS for the headset. Very cool stuff. Okay, so... here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we give this a try. Oh, actually, you know what? Wait, it's not ready to run yet because there's one last thing. Job detail view right here. This was Ploppy's idea and I like it. These right here. We need to comment those out and now watch for the array. Shout out to Ploppy, who's not with us now. He's gone to bed. Sensible fellow. But this is the heart of the whole thing right here. On change of notification, spelt wrongly, array, perform, the update job, right? Anytime that array changes, we want it to do this instead of watching for the two of them. I'm starting with Vision OS next week, a customer app. Awesome. Oh, you should absolutely check out Coco Type's VODs and check him out on YouTube as well. Phenomenal stuff he's doing. He has found so many great things. Some of the gotchas, which arguably are always the more important to us, right? Absolutely check his stuff out. He's been converting his Kineo app, and it is just flying along. It's beautiful. Yeah. I'm also saying that while he's not here, so he doesn't know. Shh. Yeah. I think I don't know, he's done multiple sessions at this point. Okay. So when that updates, now here's the thing. Over here on the bindings, right? We got these bindings that we're not updating. How can I explain this? See here, we're updating the variable right now. We need to get away from that and update the array to trigger the whole thing, right? So self dot notification array. You know, when I go back from just an observation, does this happen to all of you? I'm not using my mechanical keyboard today. I'm using my MacBook Pro keyboard, and my typing goes all askew because of the different spacing between the keys on the keyboards. You wouldn't think it would, but it does for me, yeah. Notification array. This would be the first element, right? Dot notification. Actually, can I do that? Doesn't seem right. Is that right? I guess we'll see if it complains. I'm just not sure that's right. I'm not sure that's right. Let me think about this for a second. So, because I know I got to do this here in a second as well. This is fine for the view, but we want to do away with those and trigger that with just the array eventually. So we're halfway through, essentially refactoring out those, but we can't trash them just yet. Notification array 0 would be the notification. Notification UUID. I'm not sure about that. Yeah, I'm very not sure about that. Tuple string has no member notification. Didn't I call it notification? I thought I put those labels in. No? I forgot where I did that now. Oh my god. It was here, right? Yeah, notification. Notification and active. Did I not add them there? That's bad. And actually, I'm sure I don't have to do that twice. I can put that somewhere else and make that way better. Right? Okay, we're going to test this. Boy, this is some mess right now. Let's try it. Silly UI. Front end. Whoever said do front end stuff, it's awesome. Silly people. Oop. Ah. Okay. Okay. I was gonna say, I'm like, why is this not happy? I am unable to type check this expression in reasonable time. Okay. I feel like I'm being judged by the compiler here, right? But what is it not? It's going to be something to do with what I just did up here, isn't it? I just know it. Yeah, look, it's struggling. It's like, I really don't know what's going on here. Easily my least favorite error ever. Yeah. It's like you wrote some stuff, it's taken too long, you did it wrong, we know what it is, but we're not going to tell you. But it didn't happen until I put those in. So, unfortunately, we know we can't back those out right now. Does not seem like a good plan, but... something is wrong somewhere. Good luck, compiler. Yeah, right. Yeah. It's like having an error that says, have you checked stuff? Or like, stuff weird, line, line, pick a number, right? I still don't think it's going to be happy. And I think the reason being... Hang on, I've got to find it. Oh, jeez. What did I do? Alright. I'm actually very confident that these were fine. Because I want to be confident in something. And it's something that I did here. I wonder if this is not great. Calls within calls within calls, right? When I see this, I comment out large chunks of code to scope in on. Yeah, me too. That's normally what I do. This one's not so bad. I've only got a couple of commented lines. But normally... yeah, it's a hella mess. Like, you know, I can't have enough comments. I don't think I've got an example in this one. Oh, there's some. Yeah. Okay, it does seem very confident that it's in this view, doesn't it? Wonder if it's anything to do with these that I put in. I'm actually leaning towards the problem being here. Yeah, it ain't happy there either. We only get into 4 or 7. This can't be a good thing. If it compiles, I've commented the error. Yeah, that's exactly how I think about it. That is exactly what I do. It's like, well, it's in all of these comments. The only problem is I've commented out about 100 lines. Okay, so it's saying it's unable to type check this expression in reasonable time. You know, because it happens sometimes. Let's clean the build folder. Comment larger chunks. 10, 20 lines at a time. I'm super confident that it's here somewhere. But it could also be this now that I think about it. Actually, it's more likely to be that. Yeah. So it's the onChange event for the notification array because I've missed something. It has state. Oh, no, that's right. No. Tuples are not equated. No. Oh, wait. Tuples are not equatable. Well, it seems to think it's... Did I make a bad call by using a tuple on this? Which would suck after all this work. Cannot conform to protocols. Okay. I'm just thinking through how I'm going to work this. Okay, the good news is this part was Ploppy's idea. You can pull it out into a struct, only the type alias would change, I think. I mean, I really like the idea of having it as a type alias, but... I mean, there's a long way around it where it doesn't have to be, right? You're talking about the initialization of the array? It's trying to bind it to something that doesn't act... Well, I was going to say doesn't actually exist. Yeah. Hmm. So, the easy way to get us back to where we were would be to comment those out. I mean, I think... hold on. I think this is working fine. Right? I think. Because if I print the count there... Now let's make this work. So we can make this work. Compile by just doing that. Right? We're just going to flip it back on those and run it. That should work. And then over here... Yeah, we've got the 2. We saw the 2 there, right? You all saw the 2? I saw the 2. Ooh, wait, why does it say 6 now? What? That's not... Ah, that is not good. That's not right. Oh my god. This seemed like such a freaking simple feature. If it wasn't for the fact that I wanted to be clever and persist the notification ID so that when you open the app up, it tells you you've already set one for 1 day or 7 days from now. If I didn't do that part, I could have shipped this thing a long time ago, because the rest of it works. The persistent data store for the IDs is the part that's the problem, and I'm kind of regretting ever thinking that was a good idea. And I'm also, as I've thought it through over time, thought to myself, you know, the problem here is too, the data and everything else goes through core data up into CloudKit, works beautifully across devices, but the push notification ID won't, because that push notification ID is only going to be registered on the device that you activated it on. So maybe I'm wasting my time here by trying to do something that there's not much point in doing anyway. I welcome anybody's thoughts on that. Right, this is pure, all of this part here is purely to show that dang checkbox that says you did set one already for 7 days or 1 day from now. If I didn't want to show that UI part, this all works beautifully if I just strip that out. But then you have no way visually of knowing that you've already set one for 1 day or 7 days. You see what I'm getting at? I may have scope creeped a feature here that is pointless. But see, I wanted to give you a way to cancel it. Like, oh, I set one for 1 day from now on this job. I no longer want that. And I wanted to give someone the ability to disable it. And that's where this whole shenanigans started to just get complicated. But at the same time, it's a good feature, I think. But I may be obsessing about a feature that I think is good, no one else cares about. That's the problem. Because I don't have enough data to know if enough people care yet. I'm leaning towards I ship it with the ability to set it and not display it. And at least then I can ship it. I don't know. Suddenly I wish that I had that product department behind me to just tell me what to do. I'm sure you've all been there. You're like, this seemed like such a great plan until I realized I was the one that had to make it. See, I can strip all of this away. Actually, I can strip all of that away if I don't display it. I'm a fan of ship it, then iterate versus iterate, then ship. Yeah, that's kind of where I was going with this, Adam Wolf. I'll be honest with you, folks. I procrastinated on this a bit and didn't work. I did all of this over a month ago. And then maybe even 2 months. And I said to myself, okay, in fact, look, let's look here. Let's look together. Yeah, look, the 9/18 is when I got it working. And then I had to switch, do the game for the Halloween event, which is now live, come back to this. And now I'm thinking, too much in one go. Revert, ship it, git revert again, and finish the feature. Yeah. I'll be honest with you, folks. There's not enough people really using this app right now that it probably even matters about this decision. I could literally just gut it back to make it work and ship it. I think that's the way to go here. I think I'm being overly obsessive about something that doesn't matter. Right? You can just set it. It's good. Gosh, I'm so torn. Because I'm sure you're all like me too. You also hate shipping features that you know are somewhat incomplete. This is all so silly because of one line of code. It's one. See, this whole thing works as well visually, because except for one line of code that makes the difference. I'm doing it. No, we're doing it. Let's go back here. Let's strip it. We got to get real here. I can't spend my life on this feature. Right. Okay. That takes it off of the UI there. Not that this hasn't been invaluable, and you've all given me. It's a tough balance, yeah, it is. But I gotta ship it and move on, right? And it all works great. You can tell that you've set it and everything else on the screen that matters. It's only when you close the app that it's like, ugh. So thank heavens I did do that. Sorry, Coco Type. I promise you I'll come back to it, buddy. Yeah, gotta clean out some things here. Okay, let's get rid of this one. Let's get rid of this one. Gosh, I hate to do this. Gotta save my sanity.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
All right. Okay, so here's the consequence of this, right? We go in. I set a 1 day and a 7 day. Oh, those used to, oh, because I took it out. Okay, I go back. Failed to set state to done for activity. Some weirdness with CloudKit now. Actually, I was seeing that earlier. And now my mouse has just decided, you know, phooey to Bluetooth on a Mac. Right? Okay. I'm very confident those have been set. Oh, it irks me something terrible to think about shipping it like this, but that works. Because we can test this, right? Let's change that 2-minute value to 20 seconds. And let's change that to a 7-day value to 40 seconds, right? 1 day reminder, 7-day reminder. Let's run it.
Yes.
And all we've got to do now is, when we go in and do this, we just got to wait 20 seconds. Count amongst yourselves. There you go. See? It does work. And then the 40-second one should kick in here as well. By the way, in case anyone wonders, the way I'm checking this is I query the system and say, hey, do you have a notification matching that ID that I'm storing? And if it says yes, okay, I show the checkbox. That's how it works, right? It sounded so straightforward when I built it, but as soon as you have more than one, you start running into some issues, some sync issues. I don't know if 40 seconds has gone by. I should have started the stopwatch. Let's make sure I didn't miss it. Right? Yeah. Let's do another one. Okay. It'd be terrible if I'd broken that one, wouldn't it? Seven-day reminder. So they work, right? Let's check them both because I want to make sure they both work. So we'll do it again. A 20. We need a 20 second and a 40 second. There's my 1 day. There's my, so there you go. You can see, right, that it totally works as a system. So maybe we do just ship it like that. But we want to make this a little better. And I think we should really have the job name in here so you know which one it's reminding you for, right? So what we're going to do is... we should have... Well, you know what? Do we can set it as a state here, all right? Job name is a string, and then job name and job name. It's going to complain on here that the preview, yep. Job name, some job just for the preview. And then over here, we want that. And that should be all we need to do here. He says.
Yes.
Type. Oh, what's this type? I took it out, didn't I? Why are you even complaining about that?
Yes. Yes.
Xcode. Okay. So my new job, add a reminder. Add a reminder. We should now see my new job on there. Fingers crossed, folks. This should be the easiest thing all day. Classic Xcode behavior, isn't it, Animal? My new job, one day reminder. There you go. Yeah, classic Xcode. You either two things. Anytime an error comes up, by default, you either clean the build folder and or close Xcode. And when you come back, sure enough, wasn't a thing. How many times have you chased those ghosts? Hands up, everybody. Yeah, totally me. Trusting Xcode, 7 days. There you go. Right. Just to make sure, let's go back in. We'll do another one here with a different job name. One day. What I don't have is the deep link. That is the next phase. It will be, okay, deep link to that job detail page. Not going to worry about that for this release. Only so many things at once, right? Again, I'm going to be honest, there's not enough people that are using this app that at the moment it's even a thing, right? There you go. Beautiful. See, that bit works just fine. All right. So all I got to do is clean that up and it'll work. Okay. Whew. I will be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. Okay. So there's going to be a little bit of cleanup here. I'm also expecting... I probably got to screw around with the plist files for the permissions, because you know you had to put those strings in that explains why you're requesting the user to turn on notifications. And I also need to, if you don't allow notifications from the app right now, it'll just silently be, okay, well, I'm not going to do that. Set it up then. And I'm wondering if I should bug the user and say, look, you're trying to use this notification feature, but you declined notifications. You need to go back to your settings in the phone, blah, 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 right? Before I go any further, let me not forget to change those numbers back. There you go. And that, by the way, that number is just the amount of seconds. 7 days, 1 day, right?
Yes.
Let's open up Tower because we don't like Xcodes. Even Xcode 15 source control sucks. Sorry, it just does. It's never been any good, never liked it. Not going to start liking it now. Right. Let's go to the right repo. Removed UI notification check marks. Okay. Whew. At least for the next couple of days, I can think to myself about, convince myself to ship it like this. I guess is what it comes down to. And I think I'm gonna. Like I say, the audience that uses this app right now is so small that I could well be obsessing about a feature for an app that is just a disaster because no one wants to use it, right? But I also want to refactor some of the UI stuff because I've decided I don't like, as is usual in my usual way, I don't like some of the screens after I've seen them too many times, right? So like, let's see if we can get these to come up. I don't like the colors is what it comes down to. And that means I also need to, I mean, that one's okay. That one's okay. But some of them, actually, you know what it is? It's actually the onboarding screens I don't like. Right? Like, these were put in a hurry, and I very much regret shipping these. Because they're horrible. So, I like that one, right? I feel that's very clean, very obvious, but I need to remake the other ones, and I got to think about how I want to do that. Because I've learned an awful lot since then, right? By the way, let me put this out there because I kind of think this is fun. Hang on. Let me play you the video for the Halloween, in case you've not seen it. The Halloween event in my Endless Hurdles game. Here's the video for it. Right, just a fun little thing. That is now live. That event is live, and you can go play that game for free. Like I say, go to just go to peterwhedon.com/EH. I'll put it in the thing here. Go have some fun with it. I had a lot of fun doing that. If you play the game, play the event during the event period, it'll stay unlocked for you forever. If you don't play it, after November 15th, when Halloween ends, it's going to shut off, and you won't see it again until next year. So there's your incentive. Have some fun with that. Massively working on that game, by the way. Next up is the Christmas event, of which is got some new ideas for that. So part of the reason I want to ship this is that so I can get on with that. You know. She loves seeing the UFO fly by. That is awesome. Thank you. I put that in there as like, I just want to put this in as a fun little, what was that thing? So that is awesome. Thank you, Adam Wolf. Just so you know, between us, I have future plans for that UFO. I know. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it's going to become, if I can do what I want to do with it, it's going to become a thing that you'll have to deal with, I guess. Let me put it that way. Because it was such fun to put that in. Just like the witch right now in the Halloween event that flies by. But I was like, I got to sneak this UFO in there. It's got to happen. It's got to happen. But I want the UFO to be something in the game. Let me just put it that way, right? you're going to face more challenges as the player. But thank you for that. That is so awesome to hear, and such a motivator for me to keep working on it. Appreciate that. Gosh, that's cool. Yeah. Also, the building it out in Godot as well, and I'm already added some new features in the Godot version while I'm working on it to test it out. If you're in the, I should point this out. If you're in the Discord, in our Discord, I will be adding some. I'm going to put a Mac version up there soon for you all to start playing with while I'm building that out. Right. So let me see here. compileswift.com/Discord, I think is the link. Let me test it. No, it's not. Hold on. I'll give you the link to the Discord because part of the other reason for going to Godot is I can do cross-platform, right? I'll have to show her the Halloween update. She's only seen it from a few days ago. Yeah, it went live, well, technically yesterday on the 15th because it's after midnight for me. So it would not have appeared in the game until today. Yeah, but same deal. 2 characters you can pick from, right? And I just had a lot of fun doing it. It really, that game is just such a satisfying thing to work on, you know. But the Christmas one I think is going to be fun. There will definitely, I have plans for Christmas for you to have to do something different. We'll see how that pans out, but yeah. Also, I still have not got a score anywhere near most people. I'll just say that. 300 something, I've not got there yet. Yeah. Old man reaction times. It's terrible when you suck at your own game, right? All right, I think, let's see, I'm going to leave it here. It's 1 o'clock for me, 1 a.m. And I have a work day ahead of me. So I need to crash and burn some sleep and stuff before I start my Monday. Because, Monday, we all know what that's like, right? Thank you so much, everybody, for helping out with this today. And even though we went a different route in the end, we're still going to go that. The plan is still to do the feature the way that I want it to be. But for now, I think I'm going to ship it, wrap it up and ship it like this so that I can ship it, right? And then, sort of not immediately, but come back to it and like, okay, let's make this the way it should be now. So everything you've put on there, I will, we've worked through today with the help of you all. That's going to be a thing. Don't worry. Just because we trashed it from here, it's all going to go back in at some point. Thank you, Adam Wolf. Appreciate it, buddy. And as always, I appreciate all of you in the chat room. I am so lucky to have such a great chat room hanging out with me on the stream. Hope you've all learned something from this, even if it's don't scope creep further than you should for one release. That's a serious thing right there. But yeah, that's what I got for you, folks. I think Coco Type is going to be streaming tomorrow. But also check out Notify, right? I don't have my links on this machine. Hang on, I'll type it out. Because he is very, very close to shipping his book, right? Check him out too, because his book he's in the 90% range. I know that. So we'll see where he's at tomorrow, probably. But that's it, folks. Have a great one. Thank you so much for hanging out today. I appreciate it. I hope you have a great start to the week. I'm already looking forward to the next stream on probably Wednesday would be the planned one for working on the game development side of things. But that's it. Take care of yourselves, and I will catch up again with you soon. You can reach out to me, compileswift.com, right? There's a form on there, or compileswift on any of the networks. Reach out to me if you got questions, comments, suggestions on how to make my code suck less. Are always welcome. See you later.